right now we will go to Ilze Folkmane Gibbs. She is from Andiamo Travel, and she will be telling more about finding your why and the right idea to match your ambitions. Please welcome Ilze Folkmane Gibbs.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ilze, and it's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you, Anna, wherever you are, for the invitation. It's an honor to be on this stage. My task today was to share from the perspective of a startup founder. And I hope that through this brief presentation, I can encourage you to pursue your dreams, whatever they would be, and maybe help you think of just other perspectives to look at being a business owner or not. So briefly about me, I will share my startup idea and what I'm working on currently. But first I wanted to kind of share my non-linear backstory, because I think for entrepreneurs and I guess just for anyone in general, right? We grow, we change, we go through periods of life where we are without kids, and then we have kids, and our priorities change. And my presentation today is about choosing what's important for you at that particular moment. But for me, I started my first businesses at 18. It was in the forestry industry. I know, a weird choice for a girl, but that's what I knew from my family. I just always had been around that industry. And of course, it wasn't my passion. When I moved away from Latvia for university, I sold my company. It still belongs to one of my family owners. It's a family members. It's a very successful business, but obviously I have no interest in that whatsoever. It's not my passion. A little backstory about me. I have always been very passionate about travel. When I was very little, I think the first trip was when I was around 4 or 5. My family, my brother and I, we would travel to Germany. We would sightsee, we would visit some friends, and then my mom and dad each would buy a used car to drive back and to sell in Latvia for profit. And I think back then that was a great business model. I'm talking like 1994. And that was an opportunity for me to get to know different cultures, see different countries, and I guess now looking back also gave me the inspiration to become an entrepreneur, because that's what I saw my parents do. And here's the link to my current startup and why I choose the education I did. I pursued international hospitality management in the Netherlands, because I thought I would learn a way to travel while making money and learn how to do it well. Now looking back, such a silly mindset. What I didn't realize is that employees of the hospitality, hotel, airline, restaurant industry, for one, don't make enough money to travel a lot, and for two, they just have to work so much that there's never time to travel. And yeah, that was an eye-opening experience. But during my studies, I also got an opportunity to travel to Thailand and Bali and study there, and I still have a very warm place in my heart for Southeast Asia. It just feels like home, and I can't wait to go back. But during that time, I got hired at a managerial position at Hilton Worldwide in Florida, and at that time, it was the highest-ranked Hilton-branded hotel in the world by customer satisfaction. The customers were very happy. It was an amazing experience for them, but as you can imagine, it came at a cost of the mental health of the employees. I did learn a lot about customer satisfaction, customer service, and it's an experience I wouldn't change for anything, but now I know the insides of that industry, and it is a wild animal. After I worked for Hilton, I started my marketing company in the States, and over 5 years I was able to build it to reach over $1 million in annual recurring revenue. And thanks to that, I was able to travel around America, give speeches at arenas, be a mentor to entrepreneurs, and just kind of share my story there. And most importantly, a big part of what I did was helping those entrepreneurs with their personal finances, because America is just such a different place from here. Pretty much every 22-year-old, if they've gone to college, has at least $100,000 in debt, because that's just what education costs. And that was a big part of my big part of my why, what I did, helping these people make more money while saving money and trying to pay off that debt. Yes, so that's kind of my career journey until now. Here's some of the pictures. In one of those you can see, I was speaking at an arena in Washington State. It was 3.5 weeks after giving birth, so I've lost most of that weight. It was humbling to look at those pictures of, The next thing I wanted to talk about, this is the why part. Many of you might have heard of Ikigai. It's a Japanese, it doesn't even have an author. It's a Japanese reasoning, how you should look at what you want to do with your life and how to have a happy, fulfilled life. And not only career-wise, but to feel fulfilled. From Japanese, the feeling of being Ikigai is translated to feeling passionate about what you're doing, feeling accomplished, doing what you're doing because you want to do it, not because you have to. And these are some, I thought this would be a thought-provoking picture to kind of, lead into what we're doing. You want to make sure that you don't find yourself down in that triangle where you're doing something that you're getting paid for, you're good at it, the world needs it, it's a job, but you dread going to work every day because your heart's just not in it. Or then you also don't want to be up here where you have this amazing altruistic idea that you love working on and you're so good at it and the world needs it, the world needs saving, but there's no way to monetize that idea, so you're also not getting paid to get your bills paid. So just a cool little picture to look at. Next, I wanted to take some time to express my gratitude to Riga Tech Girls. The first time I heard about Riga Tech Girls was at the Riga Tech Girls stage at RigaCom last year. I hadn't heard of Riga Tech Girls before. I had come into this industry and kind of started coming to things in Riga. And it was just an eye-opening thing that there's this amazing community of women and entrepreneurs and mentors that are working towards building something and empowering women. And I remember sitting in an audience and listening to somebody's career story and thinking, I'm going to be up there. I don't know, it was really weird because I wasn't, doing anything in the tech scene at the moment, but I just had that feeling. So I guess you gotta manifest things and work hard at it too. So here I wanted to share some pictures from a trip to Uzbekistan this past May. I applied, by the way, those of you that don't know, Riga Tech Girls organizes a lot of programs and courses and things you can apply for and competitions. And this one was for female founders across borders, a project together with Uzbekistan, sponsored by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I was one of the 5 finalists selected to go on this trip. And I just wanted to take this moment to encourage you that if you're thinking about applying to any of the programs or competitions or mentorship programs, just do it. Dare to apply, you can do it. They'll walk you through it. It has been an amazing experience. And when it comes to bouncing your ideas around, having with somebody to talk to, I know Vi also mentioned community. It has been the most amazing thing to talk to like-minded women, talk about my ideas, hear what they're up to, being inspired by the different things that are on other entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs' minds. And the greatest opportunity for that for me has been once a month, we meet for a female founders lunch every second Tuesday of the month. You're welcome to join this upcoming Tuesday. There's no time to waste. There's your call to action. Come on Tuesday and be a part of the community, and let's talk and let's inspire each other. I don't have that much time left, but I wanted to, since I was invited to talk as a startup founder, I wanted to talk about the possible reasons or whys, or something to tie into your ikigai. That could be a reason for you to pursue business ownership, be a startup owner, because it is not an easy feat, and I'm sure you've heard podcasts or interviews or read things about startup founders and that 99% of them fail and all of that. And I have had a front row seat to seeing how my husband does, because he built a very successful startup, and it's just work all day, every day. But he loves it. He's passionate about it. He really believes in the idea, and it's exciting to see that is what fulfills him. And some of the reasons that you would choose to pursue your idea, no matter how hard it is or time-consuming, could be to take care of your family financially, or to leave a lasting legacy, to leave something for your kids and something that will outlive you. Plus, you get to serve the community around you, create jobs, and make this world a better place. But first, you got to start with your idea, right? And over the past 2 years, I've had multiple business ideas, multiple that I have started working on or done research. There was even one that I actually invested actual time and resources into, and done customer interviews and that whole thing, just to find out that it's not a scalable business. So there's not too much research that you can do before moving forward with actually launching your company, just to save yourself time and money. And lastly, I wanted to take some time to talk about the company that I'm currently working on. I know I briefly mentioned in the beginning my childhood, and I thought this would tie into this. I love traveling. It's always been my hobby, something that's a quality time activity for me and my parents and brother. And I love planning trips now that I'm an adult. I love planning trips for my husband and I, for family trips, or if it's a girls' trip. I love doing the planning. I love it. But it takes so much time. I have recently come to realize that I cannot afford to spend that time planning the trip, because I like reading the blogs, watching the reels, making sure I mark off and make reservations for the best restaurants in the area that match our wishes, and ones that are cute and ones that are rated the tastiest and all of that. And if you're going to Paris, for example, there are 2,000 hotels and 57,000 registered Airbnbs in Paris. How are you going to know where to stay? And if you're going with your kids, one area of Paris might be better than if you're going on a birthday trip with your girlfriends, right? So there's so much planning, so much researching to make sure that you're close. So I am building a super app that will disrupt the travel industry, because it will save that time. That's the problem I'm solving, is that it is overwhelming to plan trips for those that like traveling or like planning trips. I know there are a lot of people doing my customer interviews. There are a lot of people that just want to show up, and they like that there's that one friend that does all the planning. I am building a custom AI solution. So it will be your personal AI assistant who can do the planning for you. And the way it will know what is it that you like, we will gamify the app. There will be daily quizzes and games where you can select. I like using this example. I don't know if they still exist, but back in the day, Facebook used to have these cute little quizzes where it said, which Spice Girl are you? And which animal are you? And you just had to click from A, B, C, D. And I'm planning to make it a fun interactive experience so that you're training your AI. He gets to know you better and better with every game you play. You earn points through that. It's very, our target market is Gen Z and millennials, so the attention spans are short. They like to be entertained. They like to be social. There'll be social layer to the app, so you can split trips with your friends. You can plan them together. You can share an itinerary and have your friends join. No more, who's going to pay for this, who's going to pay for that, and keeping long notes in your phones about how to split the trip and all of that. And you can do packing lists where you can pack together. Just so many cool apps. It's been the most fun experience planning the app and all the really cool things we're going to add on there. I was invited to pitch it today as well, so if you stay after this, you'll see more of the pictures. I didn't add anything else in this presentation, but I can feel the passion and the energy I have when working on this comparing to, let's say, the forestry company that I had, because I knew it was needed. It was, if you look at Ikigai, it was, the world needs it. You can get paid for it, but I didn't love it at all. So here I feel it's a full circle for me because I can talk about travel all day. I'm so excited about it. I am excited that this is something that will change the way we book travel, because we will save time, we'll have access to the best possible deals. It's a way to bring the world together. We'll have besides the social layer of communicating with your friends, we're planning an influencer program where they can also share trips they've been on and, get all their social media people paid back-end stuff. Because they're people that we follow and we see their trips and it looks amazing and they're drinking this mojito on the beach somewhere, and we would like to have that exact experience so they can share their itinerary with you after they've come back, right? So you don't go and interrupt their vacation. And just a lot of cool little stuff like that that we'll bring all together. And yeah, I'm going to turn this over. I have one more minute, but I skipped through it thinking I'm not going to have enough time. So thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to find me in the back after. And it was a pleasure. Thank you.